Coach Ben here, bigbenchas.com. Today I want to talk about a great tool that you can use to enhance your recovery. Very cheap tool, they're about $7 online, alright? And what I'm talking about here is the Voodoo compression band. Now compression is a new thing here. What happens with these bands is you're going to wrap them around a joint or tight tissue, alright? And what it's doing is it's kind of releasing all that tightness in the joint. It's kind of creating space. The way I kind of demonstrate this is if you make a fist nice and tight and then you squeeze it with the other hand, you can feel it kind of wants to loosen up a little bit. That's kind of the effect we're getting in the joint when we wrap, let's say our elbows or our knees or whatever's bothering us with these bands. Now I have a couple bands here. This one is the actual Voodoo Floss band you can get from Mobility WOD. You can get these on roguefitness.com. And you can see it's not much to it, it's just a rubber band here, something elastic. These ones are a little lighter, and then I have something here you can get off Elite FTS. This is actually a little bit of a heavier version you can get off Rogue. It's still Mobility WOD, but Elite FTS sells a heavier compression band as well. This red one just has a little more thickness to it. Usually I'll wrap like a bigger joint with it. Usually I'll do the shoulders with my red wrap here, something that can handle a little more compression. Now, I'll show you how to go about doing this wrap really quick. Something I can do myself is the elbow, but usually you'll probably need, especially with shoulders and all that, some joints and areas, you're gonna need another person to wrap you. So I'm gonna wrap myself on the elbow real quick for you. Now, it's not ideal to do it yourself, but you can make it happen. So you can see, I'm just wrapping around that joint. So say my elbow's bothering me, this is what I would do. Now the thing with compression is not only you creating space in the joint for the tissues to relax, but you're also creating a stimulus after, where you're taking blood flow away from that area, but after you take these bands off, you're gonna get a major rush of blood flow to the area. Alright, which is great for recovery. You can't have recovery without blood flow. Alright, all the nutrients, everything travels through the blood. So when you're talking recovery, blood flow is essential. So when I get this band on here, you see I can just tuck the end underneath. Now this is not a great wrap, I just self-wrap myself quick for it. But I'm getting compression here. I can keep this on for maybe 2 or 3 minutes until I start really kind of going numb in my hand here. You don't have to wrap it crazy tight. I see people really cranking the shit out of these things. These don't have to be wrapped super tight to get the compression benefits, all right? So when I'm here, depends where you wrap yourself. If you're in the shoulder, you have a little more range, but I tell people kind of mimic the position that is bothering you. So if you feel back here, an external rotation with the shoulder is something you're feeling tight in, then assume that position and just kind of work through it. You can also do some myofascial release with the band on. So if I wanted to kind of get into insertion of the tricep here, I could throw a lacrosse ball in here and kind of work that tissue right here with the compression band on, kind of getting a little bit of a double effect there. All right. I pretty much making movement happen with the compression band on because you got a little more freedom there because you freed up a bit of the joint tightness, and just doing myofascial release and all that with this on is great. Now, this is where you get a lot of benefit taking it off. Now you can see all that blood's gonna rush right back into the joint. All right, great for recovery. Compression bands, all right, Rogue Fitness, EliteFTS.com. A lot of different options online to get these, and they're a great tool for recovery. You should definitely have them with you in your gym bag or at your gym, all right? I'll see you guys next time. Bigbenchas.com, Coach Ben here.